Hi!
Hello, and welcome to the Daily Almanac for April 3rd. So, let's get started.
This day in history!
On this day in history, April 3rd, 1860, the Pony Express began service between St. Joseph, Missouri and California. A one-way trip took 10 days and used relays of young men on fast horses. The Pony Express became the nation's best means of east-west communication before the telegraph. The service operated from April 1860 to November 1861. Also, on this day in 1968, civil rights leader Martin Luther King Jr. delivered his mountaintop speech in Memphis, Tennessee, to striking African-American sanitation workers. He said, in part, "I've been to the mountaintop, and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but we as a people will get to the promised land." The next day, he was assassinated. And on this day in 1973, the first mobile phone call was placed by inventor Martin Cooper. The phone was almost a foot long, that's about a third of a meter, and weighed almost 2 pounds, almost 1 kilogram. Imagine carrying a cell phone that big in your pocket.
Word power!
Today on Word Power, we're going to talk about the saying, shape up or ship out. If you tell someone to shape up or ship out, you mean that they had better improve their behavior or leave. You might say, "Mark keeps eating the food I prepared for the party. I told him to shape up or ship out." The saying comes from World War II, when soldiers in the American forces were told that they had better be well behaved or else they would be shipped off to war.
Ooh, extremes.
Today on Extremes, we ask, what is the largest termite mound in the world? The answer is found in Australia. There is a termite mound that measures 20 feet high, or about 6 meters, and 100 feet, or a little over 30 meters in diameter at its base. Now, there are taller mounds in Africa, but they're much smaller in diameter.
Health tips.
Most people weigh less than 10 pounds, or 4.5 kilograms, when they're born. And your body's weight is always lighter in the morning than at night. Weigh yourself on a good scale, and you'll see that what I'm saying is true. Ask your doctor what your correct weight should be based upon your height and body type. Eat and exercise accordingly, so you'll always weigh the weight that's right for you. The powers of the Supreme Court have changed over time through a series of important court cases. One of the court's most fundamental powers is judicial review. That's the power to judge the constitutionality of any act or law of the executive or legislative branch. Now, some of the framers expected the Supreme Court to take on the role of determining the constitutionality of Congress's laws, but the Constitution did not specifically assign that task to the court. Marbury versus Madison, the 1803 Supreme Court case, established the power of judicial review. Well, that's all the time we have left today for Daily Almanac. Thanks for stopping by, and I hope to see you tomorrow.